ladies and gentlemen, this is Eric Worre, and welcome to NetworkMarketingPro.com. I'm here again with Ray Higdon, and we ran out of time in the last show. 20 no's a day for 6 months straight, your ticket to freedom. Wanted to continue because since that first 6 months, you have developed some new skills.
I have.
And you have worked on this blend. And we've been talking for over a month now about this conversation of this blend between technology and the proven concepts that we know have been working for decades.
Right.
And how do you blend those things? How do you use technology and still be number one earner in your business? How do you find ways to get things to duplicate? When do you introduce this to people in your team? Those types of questions. So I wanted Ray to just kind of share his experiences with that, and I think you're going to get value from it. So pick it up from when you started blending technology.
Absolutely. So about, I mentioned that gentleman that I met on YouTube my 4th month. I started, I'm like, man, this guy is that good. Let me see what he's doing. And so he was using a concept called attraction marketing. And that is where you're putting value into the marketplace to attract people to you and want to check you out. And so I started studying that. And so I actually started blogging right around maybe my 4th or 5th month. Probably my 5th month. I started
2010.
This would have been the very
2009.
Maybe December 2009, maybe January 2010, something like that. And at first, terrible. I mean, they're terrible blogs, very
it's fun
pitchy.
to go back and look.
Oh, it's terrible. And so I didn't know what the heck I was doing, but I was doing something. So I didn't count on it. I didn't count on that.
Extra.
Yeah, I was just, let me do this at 2 a.m. or whenever, 5 a.m. I'm more of a morning guy. But, let me do it at 5 a.m. Let me prospect throughout the day. And if something happens, something happens. And I think that's one of the biggest differences that I see with people when a lot of times people come to the internet out of the unwillingness to get better at talking to people. And that's a problem. That means they're looking for some kind of button, they're looking for something magical to happen so that leads come in and want to join your business. But if you can't talk to them like a human being, then you're going to struggle anyway. And so did that, whatever happened, not much happened, all right?
Yeah.
And so, as I continued to do that and continued to prospect, it actually made my content richer because I started realizing, hey, I should be talking about the conversations that I'm having. What objections I'm hearing, how I overcome them, how I talk to them. Real life stuff, not theory. And so I started talking about that, started attracting more people.
As soon as you got authentic, people went, okay, he's a real guy. He's not just Billy Mays selling the ShamWow or whatever. Right. Oh, I can actually get some value from this guy.
Right.
And you showed him bad days, good days,
absolutely,
in between days, frustrations.
Absolutely.
All right. That's key. It's just being authentic in whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
People watch Network Marketing Pro. You've seen when I've had bad days and good days.
I've seen those.
We've shown that stuff. But, and you do build a relationship when you do that. But
absolutely. And I think that's a big difference is I still relied on prospecting to get me my numbers, did marketing just as a, hey, I hope this works kind of thing. And I see a lot of people that they kind of do it the other way around. They'll do anything. I'll do, like you were saying earlier, I'll do anything to succeed, but except call people. Oh, not that. Yeah. I'll blog, I'll market, I'll do articles, I'll do all this other stuff, and sit behind my keyboard, But, I just didn't do that. Now, as I continued to do that, then leads started coming in, and I started realizing it worked a little bit differently. So people always ask me, all right, when do you introduce this to your team? Well, the fact of the matter is, I don't always. In fact, some people I discourage from trying to learn the internet. I really do. I'll talk to someone who's like the mayor of their town, and everyone in town loves them and knows them. I'm like, why would you mess with, with pay-per-click or something like that? Go talk to people that you know. Let me help you, talk to people you already know, because that's always your fastest money, always. And, I found that online, just from doing a lot of prospecting, online, it'll take me about 30 days to start getting people really interested in my business of prospecting. Offline, about 14 days if I don't know them. So it's about half the time. If I know them, it could be, a lot faster. But, it's so much, if someone's good at networking, do that. Yeah. You can do content, you can do whatever, but I see people that they bind their hands because they got to do it the new way, and they don't do it the way that they could be doing it.
Yeah.
And so I always encourage people, get better at communication. That's the number one skill. Get better at talking to people, get better at relating, get better at listening, because if you don't, you're going to have to get 10 to 100 times more leads than the person that can.
Right.
And that's the biggest deal. Is so, I listen to my team. Some people I say, hey, you know what, you might want to learn this, but I always encourage them prospecting. Don't just wait on marketing. Get out there on
it's
Facebook.
so smart, and this is why I want to have this conversation. And some people, the old proven concept, that whole school, are mad at me for having this conversation about adding technology to this blend. But you're an example of where I think it can go. This blend that says, look, I'm going to recruit. I'm not going to count on technology, but I'm not going to ignore it either. You know what I mean? I'm going to let it add to my business.
Here's the problem. The problem, Eric, with ignoring it is every person you ever recruit has the internet.
Right.
If you ignore it, if you don't put any kind of messages out there, your downline could be looking at someone else's message.
Right.
And they probably are.
Right.
And if you're not encouraging, if you're not flexible to say, okay, you can do that, but here's my suggestions. If you just say, no, don't look over the hedges, that's bad, shame, it's fire. If you do that kind of thing, you're going to turn off some people that could have been great for you.
Right.
And so it's certainly not all internet, but being flexible, giving suggestions of prospecting, not just marketing, would be my suggestion.
Yeah. So you heard yesterday this idea of 20 no's a day for 6 months, and then continuing to do the prospecting and do the online stuff at 5 in the morning is when you did it.
Yeah, why not?
Do it. Pick a little sliver of time, do it, and then have some additional people to get to say no to you. Right?
Exactly.
Get some additional no's to be able to make it all happen. Well, Ray, I appreciate what you do for the profession. I appreciate what you do here. I think you're going to be a big hit with this audience, and hopefully we'll have you back, and we'll do a week's worth of stuff, and we'll go sit someplace cool and have a mastermind.
You got it, man.
For right now, we're sitting in the blazing Orlando heat. So, ladies and gentlemen, my wish for you is that you decide to become a network marketing professional. You decide to go pro, because it is a stone cold fact that we have a better way. Now let's go tell the world. Here with my buddy Ray
man, you got
in
it.
Orlando. Everybody take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.